So, okay, so you talked about the light, about the dark, the overnight part of the
Yeah.
commemoration. But
Mm.
then during the next morning, there was some other activities, a service, some other things. What were you doing during that next morning? Why were people gathered for that morning?
The people gathered in church because you saw that we were near the church. And we gathered in the church because most of the people before genocide were Christian. Our families were Christian. You see, uh, you see, we went in a church to pray. You see, in order to gather the people together, showing that there is a God. Even if those things happened, but now there is a God who is in heaven, who we have together, you see, and think about even if our people have been killed, but they'll be in heaven. So, and I remember the fathers who were at that parish, all of them who were there before genocide have been killed. We remember them also. So that's why we gathered in a church and prayed together.
So I know in your situation, the fathers, they protected people.
Mm.
They took them into their homes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. First of all, do you want to say anything about that? I was going to ask another question, but is there anything you want to say about how the church in Kibuye was involved in the genocide, either by protecting people or any other way?
The church, not only Kibuye, nowhere where the church protected the people. You see, it's even from the history, you see, our country has been even destroyed by the church. You see, the church has changed the history of the country. You see, is the church also which has just made like a gap. I say a gap because the people were together. Then the church has just made a gap between the people. One saying that this is not my friend. This we are not coming from the same region. Where they say that you see the Tutsi are not Rwandese. Where they say that they are coming from Bycynia. You see, and all of those problems brought by the church. But I don't want to go through the church and everything about. But what I knew that is even our fathers who were in services in our parish have been killed. Saying that even in a church, you see, it was not good. But no one who have been protected by the church in Kibuye, because the church even have been destroyed. So, but before the people gathered to the churches saying that they will be protected, but after all, they saw that no protection at the church.
So I think it's very interesting because I know that you are a religious person.
Yeah.
You go to the church, you go to the Catholic Church still. I'm
Mm.
interested, you have all these, and I'm interested because I'm the same way.
Mm.
In the US, I've seen the church doing many, many horrible things.
Mm.
Many horrible things. Destroying people's lives, doing horrible, horrible things.
Mm.
But me, I'm a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much a strong Christian. But your situation is even more extreme because it involves the separation of people, the deaths of people.
Mhm.
How can you still practice your religion? Tell me about how you can keep your faith knowing that about the church.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know God. Even if those people just destroyed the country, but it's not God who destroyed the country. So I believe in God. I'm still believing. So that's why every Sunday, I go to the church, I pray. So for me to go to the church, even if there were genocide, but I'm still knowing that there is Almighty God who is in heaven. Yeah.